Let us have first a review regarding area of a circle. Na-discuss natin siya doon sa ating last video, and we said that area is equal to pi r squared, wherein r is our radius. Let us have an example. If the radius of a circle measures 4 inches, what is the area of the circle? Okay, we simply substitute for r. So we have area is equal to pi r squared. 4 squared is equal to 16. So we have 16 pi. Yung area, 16 pi unit squared. Next, if the area of the circle is 64 pi, what is the measurement of the radius? Okay, we simply get the square root, the principal root of 64, which is 8. So our radius is 8. Now, who among you loves pizza? Jay has a problem kasi merong dalawang pizza ang available. So Jay has to decide between two slices of pizza. The two pizza are shown below. So meron tayong dalawang pizza. The 12 inches diameter pizza, which is divided into 9. And the other pizza is 18 inches in diameter, which is divided into 6 only. Now, he wants to get the bigger slice. Which slice should he choose? At bakit? Yan, ang sarap, Yan ang ating itatry sagutin at the end of this video. Or actually, the part 1 only. Okay? Let's now define the sector of a circle. It is a region bounded by an arc of the circle and two radii to the endpoints of the arc. So to illustrate that, we have this circle. Mapapansin niyo may dalawang color. Si violet, sector siya ng circle. At the same time, si blue ay sector din siya ng circle. So para siyang slice ng pizza. Yan yung tinatawag na sector of the circle. And the area for the sector of a circle is computed by the degree over 360 times pi r squared, wherein a degree is the measurement of the intersected arc and r is the radius. Again, ito si degree. Dito magagaling yan. Yan. Okay, so let us have examples. Let us find the area of the shaded region. Again, we are guided by the formula given. Area of a sector is equal to the degree divided by 360 times pi r squared. Let us have this one. According to the formula, we have area of a sector is equal to the degree. The degree of the intercepted arc is 60 degrees divided by 360 times pi. Our r is 10. So we have 10 squared. So this is 1 over 6. Lowest term lang yun, ng 60 over 360 times 100 pi. 100 is 10 squared. Yan. So 1 times 100 is 100 pi over 60. And kailangan nating i-lowest term pa. So divide na lang natin sa 2. We have 50 pi over 3 square units. So, wala namang nakalagay na na measure. Next. Again, area of a sector is equal to the degree. The degree is 90 divided by 360 times pi. Our r is 6 squared. So, i-lowest term ulit natin, 90 over 360. This is 1/4. 6 squared is 36 pi. 1 times 36 is 36 over 4 pi. Lowest term, this is 9 pi. Okay. Now, we can actually measure the arc length. The length of an arc can be determined by the following proportion. The degree of the intersected arc divided by 360 is equal to the arc length over 2 pi r, wherein A is the degree of the measure of the arc, R is the radius of the circle, and L is the arc length. Actually, this is just a proportion. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung left side ng equation is for the area, while the right-hand equation is for the circumference. So this formula is to measure, ayan, for example, that one, the red one, no? The measure of the arc length. Let's have an example. Let us find the length of the indicated arc. Again, we are guided by the formula given from the previous slide. Let us try to answer this one. We have A, or the degree of the intercepted arc, so that is 60 over 360 is equal to yung hinahanap na arc over 2 pi r. Our r is 10. So we have 60 over 360 is 1 over 6 is equal to the length of the arc over 20 pi. We'll have 20 pi is equal to 6L. And dividing both sides by 6, we'll have length is equal to 20 pi over 6. Or simply, lowest term, divide natin both by 2. We have 10 pi over 3 units. We don't have units kasi. CM pala, sorry, CM. So the length of this one, yung arc na ito, is 3 pi over 3 centimeters. Next. Yeah, let us find the length of the arc. Again, the formula is the degree, so we have 90 over 360 is equal to the length of the arc over 2 pi. Our r is 6. Lowest term, 90 over 360 is 1/4 equals length over 12 pi. We have 12 pi is equal to 4L, and dividing both sides by 4, we'll have the length equals 12 divided by 4 is 3 pi. So our length is 3 pi centimeters. Okay, so ganun lang siya. Now, balikan natin si Jay na hindi makapag-decide between the two pizza, kung alin daw ang kanyang pipiliin. Kasi ang gusto niyang pizza ay yung mas malaking slice. So, he has two options, the 12 inches diameter pizza and the 8 inches diameter pizza. The other one has 6 slices and the other one has 9 slices. So, let us deal first with the 12 inches diameter pizza. How do we determine which has the bigger slice? Yes, we use the area of a sector. Now, let's go to the first circle, or pizza rather. If we have 12 inches in diameter, ano ang kanyang radius? Yes, 6 inches. How about the degree? Kung ang isang buong pizza ay nahati sa siyam, ilan ang degree ng bawat slice? Yes, you have to divide 360 by 9. So we have 40 inches. 40 degrees rather. So let us now compute for the area of the 12 inches pizza. We have 40 over 360 times pi r squared. Lowest term natin, 40 over 360, that is 1 over 9. 36 pi. 1 times 36 is 36 times divided by 9 is 4 pi. So, ang area ng unang pizza ay 4 pi inches squared. Now, let's go to the second one. If we have 8 8 inches in diameter, the radius is 4. And what is the angle? Kung 6 slices siya. Yes, 60 degrees. So let us now compute. We have 60 divided by 360 times pi r squared. We have 1 over 6, 16 pi. 16 over 6 is, sige, later. 16 over 6 pi. I-lowest term natin. Or in decimal, i-simplify ko na. 16 divided by 6 is 2.7 pi inches squared. So, ito ang area niya. Now, which of the two? Okay. J must choose the first pizza. 12 inches in diameter na merong 9 slices. Okay. Let us now go to power theorems. This part discusses theorems on secants and tangent segments of a circle. We have 4 theorems to discuss. The theorem on two intersecting chords, two secant segments, tangent segments and secant segment, and tangent segment and tangent segment. No, two intersecting chord, two secant, and tangent tangent. Let us have the first one, the theorem on two intersecting chords. According to this theorem, if two chords of a circle intersect, then the product of the measures of the segments of one chord is equal to the product of the measures of the segments of the other chord. By the way, what is a chord? Okay, this is a line segment whose endpoints is on the circle. So according to this theorem, if we have this circle with chords AB and CD intersected at point E, then we have the measurement of line segment AE is equal to the measurement line segment AE times line segment BE is equal to the measurement of CE times the measurement of DE. Ito yun. Yung measurement daw nito times this one ay equal dapat sa product nito and ito. No, kapag pinag-times daw sila dapat ay equal. Let us have the first example. Let us have an example. Let us find the missing measure. We have the line segment 4 at saka yung may x and then 3 and 12. So according to the theorem on two intersecting chords, 4 times x must be equal to 3 times 12. Yun yung sinasabi ng theorem. So we have 4x is equal to 3 times 12 is 36. So how do we solve for x? Yan. Divide both sides by 4. We have x equals 9. So the measurement of this one is 9. Next, what is the missing measurement? We have 8 times x. Ay, sorry, hindi pala 8. 8 times 10. Ayan, ito. 8 at saka yung 10. Ay equal daw sa 5 times x. So we have 80 is equal to 5x. Dividing both sides by 5, we have 16 equals x. So the missing measurement is 16. So, yun lang yung sinasabi ni first theorem. Next, the second theorem is the external secant segments. Before that, let us first define pala what does external secant segment means. So if we have this circle and we have the secant line AB, this is CB, and another secant AD, ayan, intersected at point E. An external secant segment is the part of the secant segment that is outside the circle. So, kaya nga siya tinawag na external, meaning siya daw yung part na nasa labas. So, eto yun. Yan. At saka ito. So, we have the line segment AE and the line segment CE. Okay? Now, let's go to the power theorem. Ma'am, bakit po naputol? Bakit po naging segment na lang? Kasi 'di ba, sabi natin kapag line, it extends continuously without end. So, therefore, we cannot measure the measurement of the line, ano kung gaano kahaba yung line. That is why we have to make putol-putol at maging segment na lang siya. Ayan. So, let us now go to the theorem on two secant segments. So, according to this theorem, if two secant segments are drawn to a circle from an exterior point, then the product of the lengths of one secant segment is and its external secant segment is equal to the product of the lengths of the other secant segment and its external secant segment. So, if we have the secant segment ACB or AB, EB, at saka EAD or ED. Yan. ADCB, ayan yung mga secant natin. Therefore, according to the theorem, ED, ito yung ED, ayan, isang buo times EA nasa labas is equal to isang buo times nasa labas. Ano, yun yung tatandaan nyo. Isang buo times nasa labas is equal to isang buo times nasa labas. Okay, let us have an example. Again, let us find the measurement of the unknown. Ito, yung nawawala. So, according to the theorem, sabi ko sa inyo, ang tatandaan nyo, isang buo times nasa labas. So, this one, it measures 12 times nasa labas is equal to isang buo, which is 10, times nasa labas. Okay? So, if we have 12 times 5, which is 60, equals 10x. Yan. Therefore, x is equal to 6. The measurement of x is 6. Another one. Ayan, nasa loob lang to. Ito rin, nasa loob lang. Ibig sabihin, ng isang buo neto ay 15 times nasa labas is equal to isang buo, which is 5 plus x times nasa labas. 15 times 3 is 45. This is 25 plus 5x. 45 minus 25 is equal to 5x. 45 minus 25 is 20. And dividing both sides by 5, we have x equals 4. So the missing measurement is 4. Again, kapag external secant, lagi yung isang buo times nasa labas is equal to isang buo times nasa labas. Okay? Next, the third power theorem. The theorem on tangent segment and secant segment. According to this theorem, if a tangent segment and a secant segment are drawn to a circle from an exterior point, then the square of the length of the tangent segment is equal to the product of the lengths of the secant segment and its external secant. So again, if we have tangent EA and secant segment CB at external secant EC, so according to this theorem, tangent squared, yan, kaya EA squared is equal to isang buo times nasa labas. Isang buo times nasa labas. Again, kapag tangent, we have tangent squared. Naka-squared, ano? So, EA is equal to EB times EC. Example. Okay. Alin dito ang tangent? Yan, si 4. So, we have 4 squared is equal to isang buo, which is x, times nasa labas. 4 squared is 16 equals 2x. Therefore, x is equal to 8. Next. Yan, sa x squared naman. We have x squared kasi siya yung tangent. And isang buo, 25 times nasa labas. We have x squared is equal to 100. We get the square root. We have positive or negative 10. Now, alin kaya sa dalawang sagot? Positive 10 or negative 10? Yes, positive 10 ang answer. Why? Because we're talking about distance. We're talking about length. Wala naman tayong length na negative. Ano, for example, ay, ano bang height mo? Ma'am, negative 10, negative 5'9" po. Walang ganon. So, kapag we are talking about distance or length, we are to take the positive one. Okay? Last. The last power theorem talks about tangent-tangent. Now, this is the easiest one. If two tangent segments are drawn to a circle from one exterior point, then their lengths are equal. So, if we have two tangents here, tangent EA and tangent EC, their measurement or their length is just equal. So, here, if the first tangent measures 16, then the other one also measures 16. Same goes to this. If this is 5, then the other one is also 5. Okay? Okay. More exercises. In the figure on the right, segment SU and segment W are secant segments and segment XQ are tangent segments. So, ilagay natin muna yung mga given. Si TU daw ay 8. And then TS ay 10. And then WU, yun yung isang buo, isang buo ay 16. Okay, for the first one, you're asked to find for the measurement from V to U. Okay, this one. Halimbawa, X na lang muna. Ano ang pwede natin gamitin? Yes, we can use the secant. Okay, according to the secant, isang buo times nasa labas is equal to isang buo times nasa labas. So, ang pwede natin gamitin ay ito, si SU. Isang buo times nasa labas is equal to isang buo ng isa times nasa labas. Okay, nakuha yan. So, we have 18 times 8, 144, equal to 16x. Dividing both sides by 16, we have x equals 9 units. So, this is 9. Yan. If this is 9, ano kahaba to? Kung ang isang buo ay 16 at 9 na yung nasa labas. Okay, 7. Next, XU, si tangent. So, we'll use, for example, this is A. We have A squared is equal to, kung alin mang secant ang gusto nyo gamitin, pero ang gagamitin ko na ay si 18 and 8. 18 times 8. This is 144. Therefore, A is equal to 12 units. So, ganun lang siya. The last part, let us try to solve one worded problem. The figure below shows a sketch of a circular children's park and the different pathways from the main road. So, if the distance from the main road to gate 2, so that is from here hanggang gate 2, ay 70 meters, and the distance from gate 2 to exit, ito naman yun, gate 2 papuntang exit ay 50 meters. How far from the main road is gate 1? So, ito naman yun. Main road papuntang gate 1. So, let us denote this as X. Ano kayang figure ang nire-represent ng daan sa main road papuntang gate 1? Yes, this represents a tangent. So we'll use the theorem on tangent and secant segment. And according to the theorem, tangent squared, the measurement of the tangent squared is equal to isang buo ng secant, which is 120, times yung nasa labas na part. 70. And 120 times 70, this is x squared, is equal to 8,400. And what is the square root of 8,400? So you may use your calculator. We'll take the positive, the principal root na lang kasi we were talking about distance. So we have to get the positive one. That is approximately equal to 91.7 meters. Okay? So ay 91.7 meters. Don't forget the unit. Ayan. So the distance from gate 1 to the main road is 91.7 meters. So that's all. You have to memorize the power theorems. Ano kasi dun na maglalaro yung ating mga problems dun sa ibinigay kong worksheet. Okay? That is all for week 5 and 6. I'll see you on the next lessons. Thank you!